Reading Super Scholars, we're going to talk about absolute value. Absolute value. So we're talking about absolute value. Absolute value is the distance from zero. So you're dealing with, you're on a number line, let's just say, and we'll look at this first one we have. Beautiful line there, right? So let's not do that one. Let's do it like this. So we have a line like this. And then let's just put some numbers on it. Let's say this is 0. All right. Let's get a better 0 than that. All right. So we're at 0. But when we're talking about the absolute value of 12, and we're going to just count out. Let's just do it. I'll do an absolute value of 4. Let's do absolute value of 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4. Right. So when we're talking about absolute value, we're talking about the distance from 0. That's what it says there, distance from 0. So we're just counting from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 units or spaces from 0. And likewise, if you go the other way, counting 4 spaces, you have -4. So there's a -4 there. So the absolute value is just talking about the distance from 0. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So both of them are 4 spaces from 0. So the absolute value of 4 is 4, because it's talking about how many spaces or units. And the absolute value of -4 is 4, because there's 4 spaces from 0. Does that make any sense? Okay, good, good, good. So now if we're talking about the absolute value of 12, how many spaces from 0 is 12? Well, it's 12. Okay. And then if I had the absolute value of -12, it would also be 12 spaces. So both of those answers would be 12. Because as long as we're talking about the absolute value of something, these are absolute value symbols here, right? So the absolute value of 12 is 12. Okay, now let's look at the absolute value of -22. How many spaces from 0 is -22? Well, yes, there's 22 spaces from 0 to 22. Okay, and likewise, if we were doing absolute value of 22, that will also be 22 as well. Any questions? Are there any questions? All right, let's do this next one. Let's go to the next problem. So talking about absolute value, we know that we're talking about distance from 0, but then this is a little bit more complex. Actually, let's do another type of problem. We did some yesterday. I'm not going to get into these yet on this video. So that's where we're going, though. So if I had this absolute value of 10 plus 3, then this is going to equal, we're going to do the inside first, according to PEMDAS, because we're doing the grouping symbols. So now we have 10 plus 3 is 13. That's in the absolute value symbol, because we haven't used it yet. All we did was inside. Okay, so we did 10 plus 3 first. We get that answer. So we have the square root of 13. I mean, the absolute value of 13. So the absolute value of 13, though, is 13, because it's 13 spaces from 0. Do another. Absolute value of 15 minus 3. All right. So what's the inside first? We're going to do the inside first and end up with 15 minus 3, which is 12. We get 12. We haven't used the absolute value symbol yet, so we still have to keep that. And the absolute value of 12, as we said earlier, is 12, because it's 12 units or spaces from 0. Questions? All right. With that being said, you can pause, rewind, make sure you take notes. This is the intro to absolute value, the distance from 0. All right. You all have a great day. Have a great day. We're going to stop this video here. You can do this.